everybody, and welcome back. It's me, ChipZ. And as you can see, we're back with another episode of Chips Ahoy, our weekly, or mostly weekly, One Piece read-through and discussion show where we talk about the latest chapter of our favorite ongoing comic book series from Japan, known to all as One Piece. And boy, oh boy, I'm actually really excited. This one is out early, which means I get to redeem myself for not being able to get last week's out early, which is great. Like I said, last week's, I think I just uploaded the YouTube for it today. And I wasn't able to do it last week because I was away at South by Southwest and only got back on Saturday. But this week I wasn't sure when the chapter was going to come out, and I'm actually in class every evening this week, so that's why this is a little later than it normally would be. I apologize, but we're here, we're queer, get used to it. So okay, so this chapter, so I haven't seen any panels from this chapter. Last week I kind of got spoiled to the big reveal that spoilers for anyone who hasn't read last chapter, 1078. I got spoiled to the fact that York was the fucking traitor, which is such a bummer. You know, I just saw a bunch of panels on Twitter, you know, just scrolling Twitter during my day or when I was taking a shit or whatever. You know, I didn't think people would just post it out and out, but, you know, I should have known better. You know, secrets are hard to keep when it comes to this series, but that's all good. It's all good. You know, we still had fun with the chapter. That being said, I haven't seen any pictures from this chapter, but the title says a lot in and of itself, and I have seen a post from Morge, and the title for this chapter, which I'm not going to read just yet, but the title and this, you know, a tweet from Morge that I just kind of was skimming Twitter and I saw, seemed to indicate that this is going to be cutting back from Egghead, at least for a little bit, for part of the chapter, to the Shanks and Kid confrontation. And, oh my god, I'm praying to Lord Goda that Kid fucking doesn't get fucking mollywopped in like 2 seconds flat. Please, Kid gods, if you're out there, Oda, if you can hear me, please grant us a sucker. You know, please, don't make Kid job again to another Yonko. Give my man a break. Give him a W. I don't expect Kid to fucking kill Shanks, but I would like to see, you know, if the Kid Pirates play dirty, take hostages, I think they might be able to put Shanks on the back foot for a little bit. You know, kids, we know Kid, we know he's not afraid to fight dirty sometimes. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of hope, bros. Kid bros, our Kid coin is tanking. Metal bros, it does not look good. So we'll see what happens here. I'm hopeful that Kid, I have a little bit of hope that Kid won't just, like, automatically job. Oh my god, please, Oda. I'm so over Shanks. Like, I know we haven't even, like, really gotten into Shanks stuff, but, like, I kinda don't care already. Like, it's not that I don't care. Like, I want Shanks to be good and interesting, but frankly, like, he's kind of Oda's little fucking baby boy that Oda kind of, you know, he's the coolest guy, and, like, he's been the coolest guy since chapter 1, and he just shows up, and everyone's, like, automatically like, ooh, like, you know, they do the anime, like, nani, like, shit, and, you know, freak out, and he's got more clout than Whitebeard, and a bigger dick than Kaido, and, you know, his cock is unfucking comparable, so who knows what the fuck is gonna happen. I'm hoping that Oda doesn't make him the perfect little Gary Stew, but we'll fucking see, I guess. It's not looking good, bros. Kid bros, it's not looking good. we are in a world of hurt. Oh my god, Goda, please grant Kid a win. Give Kid a W. He needs it so much more than Shanks does right now. And the only reason I think Kid even stands a remote chance in this encounter is because Law already got bodied by Blackbeard, presumably. It was off screen, but, like, you know, we know. You know, Law did not make it out of that encounter. Kid already got bodied by Kaido off screen, or whatever. So I want to see, I don't think Kid's, like I said, I don't think he's going to win in an outright fight with Shanks. I want to see him do something impressive at the very least. You know, hold his own, and maybe, like, put Red Hair on the back foot by, like, taking some hostages. Take some giant hostages, do some cool shit, Kid. You know, fight dirty, be a scrappy lad like we expect. but it's not looking good, bros. Like, Shanks has more plot armor than literally anyone else in the entire series at this point, so who knows what the fuck's gonna happen. I mean, we all know what the fuck's gonna happen. Kid's gonna get bodied, but I have a little bit of hope. I have a little bit of cope left, bros. I have a little bit of cope. Let's hope that Kid at least looks cool while jobbing, you know? That's all we can really hope for at this point. But anyway, before getting into this chapter, let me just read some of the comments here. Yo, Ishmael, what's up, bro? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Miss you. Sour Lemon, I'm glad One Piece doesn't show up on Twitter for me. Yeah, oh my god. I should just block every One Piece related, like, fucking thing on Twitter. But sometimes you get, like, cool fan art and shit, you know? So it's like, there's pros and cons to being sort of like a One Piece involved person, someone who's, you know, that's the whole thing, is like whenever you're involved in any sort of fandom or you like any sort of, you know, thing, like media thing, like being involved in the zeitgeist is a double-edged sword, you know? So like, it's fun to have the discussions and to see the fucking hot takes and get some more, sometimes like some actually really cool information from people in the know and stuff like that. But other times it's like, for me, One Piece Twitter is just like a shit show. It's a fucking hellhole. It's like all power scaling and like stupid, retarded theories that don't make sense. So, you know, who the fuck knows? Like, it probably is for the better if I just like block every keyword on Twitter related to One Piece. But, well, you know, that would take fucking time and I don't have a lot of that right now. So, anyway. Sour Lemon, I have now, oh, sorry, Ishmael. I'd like Shanks to, I'd like Shanks to, you know, I like Shanks to, you know, oh no, I'd like Shanks to, you know, do stuff. Like, let's actually see him do stuff, not just talk about it. Yeah, that's the thing, is Shanks just kind of like, he shows up, he stops cool shit from happening, he stops like consequential shit from happening, like the war, or the fucking, what else does he stop? Like, fucking Green Bull versus like the fucking samurai, he stopped that shit. You know, he's about to, you know, get in the way of the red hairs from doing stuff on fucking, the Elbaf, and like, you know, it's just, Shanks just always is like, he's just the biggest cock block in the entire series at this point, and I want to see him actually do some cool shit, and like, make me actually care, because he can't get by just on like, reputation alone anymore. It's too much. I don't buy it. Like, I'm not impressed, Oda. That's all I'm trying to say. He needs to actually, you know, prove that he's worthy of my respect. And he might do that this very chapter, based on the title. Sour says, I have now just finished reading the chapter, and it was something, alright. Oh, fuck. Okay. My interest has been piqued. Color me intrigued. Well, fuck it, boys. Without further ado, let's get into this shit. Alright, so this is One Piece, chapter 1079, entitled The Red-Haired Pirates and Emperor's Crew. That's pretty foreboding, and it makes it sound like kids get a job. So, you know, kid bros, our stock is plummeting. Sell while you still can. It might be too late, though. Alright. Let's take a look at this chapter. So, no cover arc this chapter. It makes me wonder, like, last chapter felt like it could have been the end of the Germa cover story. And if that's the case, you know, that's fine. Like, I thought it was a pretty good cover story, all things considered. We got to catch up with the whole Cake Gang a little bit. We got to see Pudding. And what was most interesting about this whole Germa cover story thing that just happened, like, besides the mad stuff, which was awesome, and, like, stuff that we've been waiting to get more information on for a long time, what I really liked about it was, and this is kind of controversial, apparently. Like, a lot of people didn't like this in particular. But, like, what's interesting about the Germa cover story is that specific moments in that cover story specifically informed the events that were, like, happening in the chapter. So, like, for instance, Pudding gets captured, you know, like, then I think the next chapter, like, she gets captured in the cover story by the Blackbeard Pirates. Literally, next chapter, I think we see her, like, because Blackbeard and Law's crew were fighting, and we see Pudding, like, on the ship captured. And it's like, and I think, so part of the reason people don't like it, and I hope I'm not, like, straw-manning anyone by saying this, but part of the reason that I understand that people don't like it is like, oh, this is Oda, you know, he could have shown us this in the pages of the manga, but instead he's relegated it to the cover story to basically, like, fill in gaps. It's like lazy writing, lazy storytelling. I don't know. Like, I can understand that point of view, and at first I kind of thought the same thing. But, like, thinking on it now, I think it's actually kind of like a pretty ingenious way to use the cover stories, because in the past, the cover arcs would, like, characters from the cover arcs would do things in their cover arc, and then they'd be, like, reintroduced occasionally, like, way later. First time jobber, we got Nert McGirt. What's up, bro? Kid jobbed. Ah, no! You spoiled the chapter for me, bro. I mean, we'll see what happens. But it's not looking good, kid bros. It's not looking good. Anyway, oh god, now I don't want Kid to job. I'm a Kid stan, okay? He's the underdog. He's like the fucking Rock Lee to fucking Shanks' Gara. I want Kid to fucking come out on top. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, and Oda has not been making my boy Shanks work hard. That's my contention here. That sounds like if someone said that Sour 11 says that sounds like if someone said that the Lord of the Rings should have included everything in the Silmarillion because it was all definitely relevant to the main story. I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far, dude. Like, I think I understand the perspective that, like, you know, like in the past we would see, like, we'd maybe like cut back like in between arcs to Whole Cake Island to see that, like, oh fuck, Whole Cake Island got like fucked up. But, like, the thing is, we already had a cover arc that was taking place on Whole Cake Island. And, like, I actually kind of, like, the thing that is that it happened multiple times. So it happened with Pudding first, right? Pudding got captured or whatever. What the fuck happened with her? So Pudding got captured by Akainu, or Aokiji, I guess, and, or formerly Aokiji, Kuzan, or whatever his name is, and fucking Von Augur, right? And then we see her then, like, the next chapter, she's a prisoner of Blackbeard, and, like, we know why if she, like, is able to fucking awaken her third eye, which, you know, she has, but I guess she hasn't awakened its full power or whatever, she can, like, apparently read poneglyphs. So, like, a key player in the world, you know, her being captured by the Blackbeard pirates, it's a big fucking deal. And it's something that I think a lot of people had speculated might happen, so it was cool that Oda went there. But I think, like, I get why people were like, okay, like, this seems like Oda's trying to, like, explain why this happened, like, as quickly as possible, because he didn't have time to explain it within the pages of the story, like, the actual story. And, like, that would, like, I get the perspective, but at the same time, I think Oda did it multiple times during the cover story, like, when he, and I don't know, maybe Oda would have originally had an arc between Wano and Egghead that would have allowed for this cover story to kind of, like, not, like, age more gracefully, but essentially, like, for it to seem, this is coming from the crowd that are like, Oda didn't plan everything from chapter 1, how dare he, you know? Like, it's like, okay, like, who the fuck cares? As long as everything, like, still works, like, more or less, like, and fits together well, and, like, it's not, like, actually contradicting anything that came before, what's the problem? But some people are fucking autistic and retarded about the series, and it's, you know, whatever. Their loss, I guess, you know? But, you know, it is what it is. But the thing is, Oda did it multiple times during that cover story. So, like, Oda fucking introduced Mads and did the Mads backstory, which was awesome. And, like, it was funny because I remember in the Mads backstory we saw, like, a cute girl with, like, wavy blonde hair and, like, fucking stockings with a gun. And everyone's like, is that Stussy? Is Stussy really that old? Because she looks super young. So everyone's like, what? Stussy's part of Mads, I guess? And then it becomes like a fucking reveal. And, like, you know, it's something we had speculated on, but then it's like, oh shit, like, it actually planted the seeds for, like, speculation that led into, like, wait, so this Stussy is a clone of another lady named Stussy who I guess worked with them. And then we actually meet that Stussy and realize, like, oh shit, it was Bakken, you know? It was Buckingham Stussy, you know, from the Rocks Pirates, you know, Weevil's mom, a character we know and love. And, like, that is such, like, an interesting connection to make, and it feels intentional. It feels like Oda, like, I don't think this is Oda getting worse at using cover stories. I think it's actually him getting, like, more efficient at integrating the cover stories into the main story. And I think it's really impressive. I actually am really, like, that's a Goda for me. I give that a Goda star. I give that 4 Godas out of 5. I think it's good. Initially I was like, yeah, okay, I see what people are saying, like, doing this maybe is like him just trying to, like, squeeze in a plot point before it becomes relevant, but I think the fact that he's done it multiple times with this cover story and then, like, basically used it to sort of, like, weave in, like, more intrigue into the story is actually like masterful. I think that's really cool. So like I've come around to it being not only good, but actually like him actually improving his capability of like weaving stories through the cover arcs into the main story, and like I think that's actually quite impressive and cool. So if you disagree, you disagree, but that's my feeling on it. So swag drill break, first time. How's it going, bro? Hello, it is I, Eli Giga D Break. Okay, I like the name. Swag drill break. Awakening? Question mark. Oh, Goda. There we go. Sour Lemon says, I'm just saying the point of the cover arcs is because it doesn't really matter to Luffy's story. They're basically side stories. I mean, they're side stories that then like become relevant to, oftentimes, not all the time, but like oftentimes like either build the world further or become relevant to the main story. Frankly, I get why some people didn't like the beige cover story for a lot of very understandable reasons. But with this one, with the Mads cover story, it provided like information that we'd been wanting for a while, because we'd heard about, at least I did, you know, we'd been hearing about Mads for so long, like through Caesar and Queen and all that, and like finally getting like a little bit of a backstory in like a very supplemental way that wasn't too intrusive on the main story, but still allowed for like additional intrigue to like the current arc of Egghead, I thought was like really masterfully handled and like did a good job of expanding the world. It made Dufeld like an actual cool guy, even though he fucking got like, you know, fucking jobbed to Stussy. Also, he should have recognized Stussy. Maybe he did, and maybe he's just like, I guess she just hasn't grown any older or whatever, I don't know. It was interesting that Dufeld, being like the guy who funded the original Mads, you know, like would just be like, oh yeah, this lady, I guess she's just been the same age for who knows how long. I don't know. It's a bit odd, but whatever. We'll let it slide. It expanded the world in interesting ways and also like contributed intrigue to the current arc. So that's pretty impressive. So yeah, because it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Swag Drill Break says, word, that Stussy cover story led to interesting discussion. Exactly. Like it led up to like the cool reveal about Stussy, and then that led into like the stuff with Miss Bucking and whatever. So it was good stuff. Nert McGirt, like how Wapple had his cover story and then we saw him again in the Reverie. Yep. Wapple's a badass. Love to see it. Excited he's part of, he's hanging out with Vivi and, and Morgans. I love that. That's like such a great team. That's like the best, like, secondary crew of, like, that's the best crew of, like, secondary characters. I just want Morgans to, like, create his own, like, little fucking news crew out of, like, you know, we gotta be allied with Morgans. He needs to be part of the Grand Fleet by the end of this. Actually, I like him staying neutral. I like him staying neutral and being kind of like a sneaky, shady motherfucker. He's great. Sour says, like you could have everything that happens in the main pages still effectively make sense without the cover arcs, but they are enhanced by the cover stories. Agreed. Nert says, I think my fave secondary crew has to be Perona, Kobe, and Law on Pirate Island. Ooh, that's a good one. I forgot that Perona's there, but yeah, I mean, if they pull an escape from Pirate Island, that would be interesting. I'm hoping that they would end up getting fucked up by Blackbeard in some way, shape, or form, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, Garp's on his way there, so we'll see what's going on with that. Assuming Law jobbed. Okay, if Kid jobbed, Law definitely jobbed. Let's not fucking fool ourselves. Law definitely jobbed. Kid, I haven't read the chapter. That one's still up in the air. Anyway, let's get fucking into the chapter, and we'll talk more about it in a second. Alright, chapter 1079, the Red Hair Pirates and Emperor's Crew. We got Luffy watering a fucking, watering a lion who looks like a sunflower, I guess, is the idea. And there's a frog. This is very, very cute. Very Luffy-pilled. And we got Prometheus over here in the corner. Very awesome. Based, I guess Big Mom's around, or this is, actually this, now that I'm looking at it, this looks like Whole Cake Island. It has like the rolling hills that Whole Cake Island has. The only thing it's missing is more plants that are alive and hills that are alive with the sound of music. But it does have our boy Prometheus, and you gotta love seeing him again. Okay. Cover request by Sunflower. Where is Prometheus, by the way? We know where Zeus is, obviously, but like, presumably Prometheus would still be around, right? Because he didn't like explode with Big Mom. Like, he was still up in, he got cut in half. He got fused with Hera into like that weird like mother lightning lady attack. And then Law cut that lightning lady attack in half, and then I don't think we ever saw that weird amalgamation of Hera and Prometheus again after that. So who knows? Napoleon, rest in peace, my dude. As well as Big Mom, probably. Okay. Cover request by Sunflower Shop from Tokyo. Luffy watering a lion, mistaking it for a sunflower. That's pretty funny. And this guy just looks so sad. I wish it was Richie. Richie the lion from Buggy's crew. That'd be funny. Oof, excuse me. Sour says, I have my doubts Law would be eliminated. I don't think he's dead. I think he's captured, because Law probably what's his name? Blackbeard. Blackbeard probably wants his fucking fruit power, so I imagine they're gonna bring him back to, he's gonna be part of the captured trio, along with, my boy Kobe, so we'll see what happens. Sarlem says he might lose, but I don't think he would be yeeted out of the story as disposable the way the other worst generation could be. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, like, I wouldn't mind Law kind of being written out or having his fruit stolen or something by a Blackbeard crew member. I'd rather, like, Law's already had so much time to shine. I don't really, like, want to see that much more. Like, I'm sure he'll be involved in, like, the final battle in some way. Like, I'm sure he'll be reintroduced and do some cool shit. But, like, Kid is someone who I actually think could use some more time. So I'm hoping that this chapter doesn't just, like, even if Kid is jobbed, which I don't know yet, please don't spoil it. I mean, it seems all signs seem to be pointing to Kid jobbing. I would like to see Kid explored more in this conflict with Shanks or whatever happens going through this. So we'll see what happens. Nert McGirt says Law is very loved by fans, so I don't think Oda would throw him into the drink like other Worst Generation could be. Yes, but he did it for Ace. He threw, like, Ace got fucking thrown to the wolves in a similar way. And yes, it led to more cool shit for Ace, but Ace was also similarly popular to Law in many ways. Maybe not quite as popular, but he was in the top 10 for a bit. So, like, I don't think Oda would, like, refuse to put Law in, like, a fucking precarious situation just because he's popular. Because in the past he's, fucked with other characters who are popular in similar ways. So hopefully Oda hasn't changed in that way. As much as Yoroge fucks, the one person he isn't fucking is Oda, clearly. Yeah, we need more Yoroge, man. Where's my boy at? We need to get the smiling fucking Chad down from the clouds to fuck shit up. Alright, let's see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Alright, a few hours earlier. Okay, so we're looking at York, the traitor. York's plan. This is a bit of a pickle. So she's eaten like she always is. So I was talking about this with some people in, not the pod Discord, the other one, the one with Nate or whatever. And I remember discussing, like, I like that York ended up being the traitor. That was, like, an interesting reveal. And, like, I initially thought it would be most interesting if it was Shaka, because him being the logical one, supposedly the just one, the good one, that him being just, like, so justice-pilled and so utilitarian in nature would make him an interesting antagonist, kind of like a Mustafa from Brave New World. I thought that was, like, kind of like where Oda might be taking that. But York is probably the next best choice, because here's the thing. Of all the members, York was the one that was just, like, sort of designated just like, hey, go over there, eat, shit, sleep, and fuck for us so we can all have our needs met. And, yeah, just, you don't need to actually do anything else besides that. So, like, she was, like, similarly to how the Conjuro reveal was handled in Wano, like, you kind of have this, like, the most dopey character sort of ends up actually being more capable than we thought in the first place, but also ends up being, like, kind of like the stealthiest, like, secret bad guy ever, because, like, you're just like, this person is so dopey and so, stupid, and they're fucking so incapable of doing anything useful, and, like, it just seems strange that they would be, like, not a lot, as far as I was able to see, not a lot of people predicted it would be York. I actually had my eye on York. I'm like, it could be York. She's, like, she's kind of unassuming, and there's something, like, interesting about that. But I mostly had my eyes on Shaka. I thought he was the most logical choice. But anyway, I'm glad it's York. York is a good choice, and it leads to, I mean, they literally just make her fucking shit for all of them all day. And, I'd be pissed too. So, she has the right to be mad. I'm on York's team. Not because she has a big ass and she has a cute, pouty, not pouty, she has like a, you know, I like her design. She's kind of like a dopey, you know, like glutton girl, but it's funny. She's kind of like dopey and like lazy, but at least like that's the kind of the way the design comes through. But she's cute and she's funny, and I think it's funny that she ended up being the bad guy, but she's also like huge. And like in the end of last chapter, her like kind of glare at Stella was like surprisingly intimidating. So I fuck with it. All right, so let's see. This is a bit of a pickle. The world government isn't just after the Stella. They're apparently looking to eliminate me, too. So, okay, so that's why she turned them in. Oh, and this is... Oh, interesting. A few hours earlier. So that's... Oh, no, that's not why she turned them in. Because that was something they said before. That's why she's trying to eliminate the fucking... what's it called? The CP0 guys with the with these boys. With the Seraphim. So she pulled the Seraphim aside at some point. They're apparently looking to eliminate me, too. Luckily, I had a contingency plan, just in case they decided to play it this way. For starters, I want you to wipe out all the pests around here. You can kill everyone now that the Frontier Dome is up again. Interesting. So she was the one who put the Frontier Dome down, but now she's the one kind of giving the orders to... She put it back up, apparently. Or someone put it back up. And now she's like, no one can escape, so fuck shit up. Go for it. Interesting. Spare no one except for the Stella. The hostages underground and me. Interesting. So she wants the hostages for leverage, the Stella for some reason, probably. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. And then the and maybe it's because if you kill the Stella, you kill like literally everybody else, but everyone else can get fucked. So these guys are just like, yeah, sounds good. When you guys go rogue, I'm sure it'll trigger a whodunit style investigation. And Oda drawing that ass. God damn. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Wow. Oda's switching it up, man. He's definitely become more of an ass man this arc, which is unexpected at best. Nert McGirt. Sheesh. True, bro. True. You Roge bros, stay strong. Agreed. You Roge bros. Our time will come. Swag drill break. BRB Pootie Pie. Need to clean my room. All right, buddy. See you later. My boy Roge and Sour Lemon posts a link. I'm afraid, but I'm gonna try it because I trust Sour. Let's copy link address and let's pull up the memes. What's up? Oh, it's this classic share the Roge. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one. Yeah, just here. Yeah, I've seen this one. Good stuff. Love it. Love to see it. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Honestly, you know, like, I'm loving the Bonnie arc, but we gotta... Man, like, Oda has been building up to Roge, whether he knows it or not. The fact that he's held off Roge until, like, the last minute means Roge needs to be, like, the hardest badass in the entire story. I want him to fucking destroy Eam with a fucking suplex. The man needs his time to shine. As Pedro said, everyone gets their own time to shine. Who has Oda at gunpoint? Nert McGirt. Oh, I know, right? Who's making him draw these fat asses? Jesus Christ. Share the Roge is a classic. Yeah, I've seen it. It's I'm a Roge head, bro. You know. Ever since Whole Cake Island, when we found out he fucked up Snack and escaped from Cracker after, like, fought Snack and Cracker consecutively, which Luffy couldn't even do, the bitch-made boy himself. So, pretty cool. Roge beat Cracker, automatically best character. I don't know if he beat Cracker, but we know that he beat Snack and then he fought Cracker, like, back to back. So that's pretty hard. I don't think Luffy at the time could have done that. Maybe now he could have, but who knows. When you guys go rogue, I'm sure it'll trigger a whodunit style investigation. God damn. If my cover gets blown, I won't stand a chance in a fight, so to ensure they don't catch me. Snake, I want you to get me in front of everyone. Damn, so she planned it all from the start. I was actually reading a thread on Twitter, I think, where someone was like, the York being the traitor doesn't make any fucking sense. I think it might have been fucking Artur or some shit. He's like, York's always been around everybody else. And I'm like, dude, she goes to the bathroom like 10 times a day to take like massive dumps. Like, she had plenty of time to sneak off and do some shit besides taking a shit. So, you know, I'm not surprised. She has an alibi. She was just like, hey, I gotta go take a shit. And, you know, maybe she just took care of her business really quickly and then, you know, just made it sound like it was taking a while. Maybe it's like that thing from Prison School where she records herself taking a shit and then plays it on a loop in the bathroom and everyone fell for it. Maybe it's something like that. But then another thing was that she got petrified by S. Snake, but then S. Snake knocked her over, and then S. Snake blew up the bridge that everyone else was standing on. So everyone else, like Usopp, Frankie, York, and Pythagoras, I think it was Pythagoras, it was either Pythagoras or Edison, they all fell down to like a lower level, and York was still up above, unaccounted for. So she kind of like did a good job of like making herself like not be a suspect by doing that, which is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, York is pretty cool. She's like probably the first, like, besides like Stussy, I guess, although Stussy doesn't really count because now she's like an ally. York might be like the first like cute girl villain that we've like ever had, besides maybe like Alvida, sort of, when she like, I mean, I guess we know we've had cute girl villains because we've had like Khalifa, and we've had, you know, the girls from the Crocodile arc or whatever, Alabasta. But I don't know, like, she's kind of like, she doesn't, like, I don't know if she's going to be the main villain of this arc. This arc seems like it's building, like, it's like building to a crescendo, like some crazy, like, fucking Sabaody pre-time skip shit is about to happen. And everyone's going to get fucked. The island might get, like, destroyed or something. But, like, she's definitely, like, it's cool to see, like, a, you know, a free agent like this also be a cute girl and be, like, duplicitous and stuff. That's great. Oda is passing the Bechdel test as we speak. S-Snake, I want you to get me in front of everyone. Understood. Be sure to free me when no one's looking. Got it. And one more thing. And one more thing. There's an area of the lab that I don't want you to damage. It's... Okay, then. Let the hunt begin. Alright, so she's flying and farting, hence the fart clouds behind her. Classic Snake. Alright, so we got the Vegapunk building. It's exploding. A lot of explosions going on. Big booms and big butts. Crumble. Hurry, everyone. Onto the ships. Oh, snack. You're right. Yes. Bruh, the Seraphim went... The Seraphim went Uroge? Yeah, there we go. Play on words, bros. It all makes sense. Arthur is a clown, so much so he made Admiral Ricardo. Honestly, I prefer Arthur's Admiral Ricardo to the Green Bull that we got in the story, who's just like a big Akainu fanboy. I like Ricardo. Ricardo, in hindsight, is less hackta than, you know, Green Bull as he exists currently. You know, that's my take on it. Green Bull, I'm not impressed with Green Bull as he exists. He fucking bitched out when Shanks just like flexed a little bit of hockey, you know? Give me a fucking break. Mm. But Ricardo, he would never run from a fight. Ricardo is a Chad. He would fuck Shanks' girlfriend right in front of him. Alright, so we got stuff going on. Crumble, hurry everyone, onto the ships. So we got the PX 3s or something. These are like the the PX Mach 3s or whatever, and they're like the badasses with the bubble tech. We got fucking Sentomaru, who's looking fucked up. We're getting the heck out of here. Everyone's evacuating. And we're cutting away. Wait, Whoa, oh shit. Whoa, Blackbeard's on his way to Egghead too? What the fuck? Yo, dude, that's actually wild. Oh my god, that's a fucking curveball, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy, man. That's the last person I expected to show up on fucking does that mean Law and Pudding are with Blackbeard right now? That would be fucking wild. Or maybe it's a different Blackbeard ship. Like maybe it's fucking Kuzan or someone, like a different group of Blackbeard pirates that aren't with like the main force. Like maybe like Teach and his boys are like somewhere else. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question, because like we know that. Okay, so we know that what's his name? Who the fuck am I thinking of? Vegapunk. The Stella. We know that they've been studying like the ancient history and the Void Century and stuff, and that's why they're about to get, you know, blown sky high by the world government. But maybe Blackbeard knows about this and is like, in case Pudding doesn't work out, we need like a contingency. We need Vegapunk, who like knows about this shit to help us get the One Piece. So maybe he's gonna fucking kidnap one of the Vegapunks. He only needs one. There's fucking like 6 or 7 of them. He only needs one. So that's fucking crazy. That's wild. That's so crazy. Okay. Sarah says, I don't know how much of a bitch move it actually was in hindsight. Oh shit, okay. Well, that might give away some of what's about to happen in this chapter, but I guess we'll see. Is it BB or another member of his fleet, says Nert McGirt. That's the question. That's the question I'm asking. Who knows, man? I don't think you can really tell just by this picture alone. We just know it's someone from the Blackbeard Pirates. I would honestly, like, I'm down for it to be Blackbeard himself, because that would be interesting. That would be an interesting, like, throwing a fucking wrench into the mix, you know, absolute, like, an absolute curveball to the arc. But at the same time, I'd be interested if it was someone like Kuzan. That would be really cool. Like, or just a different member of the Blackbeard Pirates, you know. Let's flesh out some of these other Blackbeard crew members, give them some time to shine and, like, actually, like, kind of develop more personality and stuff. Like we did with, fucking Burgess in what's it called? In Dressrosa. That was a cool idea, and I would like to see that done more as we get closer to, like, sort of like the end of the series, really. Is it BB or another? So Nerd McGirt says Kuzan has Pudding. So Kuzan had Pudding, and then he had a glass of water before bed. No, I'm just joking. So Kuzan, him and fucking Von Augur captured Pudding. They're the ones who, like, went to Whole Cake Island and fucked up Cracker and all that. But we know that Von Augur was with Blackbeard when he was attacking the Heart Pirates, and that we know that Pudding was in one of Blackbeard's ships, maybe not his flagship, but one of the ships, one of his fleet, when they were fighting the Law Pirates, and it's pretty safe to say that Kuzan probably wasn't with them at that point in time. Maybe he went somewhere else to do something else. Now, it's possible he was, and maybe he just, like, wasn't fighting or whatever, but the fact is, like, Law's crew was, like, underwater. If Kuzan, and they were kind of fucking shit up. Like, Law's crew was, like, a good naval fleet, a good naval, like, battle group or whatever, and they were kind of, like, fucking up the Blackbeard Pirates, for a second there, at least, you know, at first. But the thing is, like, if Kuzan were there, he could have just frozen the sea, and the fight would have been done. So, I don't know if Kuzan, like, it's possible that Von Augur just, like, teleported, you know, Pudding in himself to, you know, Blackbeard's flagship, and Kuzan went another way to do something else. Who knows? So it's kind of up in the air. Like, Pudding could be with him, like, if he was still with that part of the fleet, because we saw Pudding with that part of the fleet, and she was, like, reacting to them getting, like, attacked and shit by the Law Pirates or by the Heart Pirates. But it's up in the air, man. Like, it could be that, I don't know, who knows? Who knows if Oda's paying as close attention as me on this type of stuff? He probably is, but I don't know. He's done some hack to shit before, so maybe he just forgot that Pudding was there. It's also possible that this is just Blackbeard and the boys, and maybe Kuzan was just taking a nap when they were fighting the Law Pirates, because he didn't think it was necessary for him to get involved. Who knows? It's hard to say. York the triple agent and sides with Blackbeard. Yo, that would be sick, dude. York joining Blackbeard's crew. I mean, she is hunted by the world government right now, so that means she doesn't have a ton of options, especially because I don't think the Straw Hats are going to fuck with her after what she did to Shaka. But I guess we'll find out. Yo, what if York and the Seraphim join Blackbeard's crew? We have our final villain. Because now we know just how strong the Seraphim are. The Seraphim are growing. They're, like, growing up. They're not even at their height yet. Like, this is what, I said this a couple of chapters back, but, like, personally, I know a lot of people disagree with this, but, like, I don't think the Mihawk that we know is going to be Zoro's final opponent. And I've gone into my reasons in the past. You can check out, I'll find out which episode that was that I went into it, but Too Long Didn't Read version is that, like, you know, the moment Zoro bowed his knees to Mihawk and was like, please train me, and, like, Mihawk showed him so much respect, we know that Mihawk's, like, just a good-hearted dude who's just, like, actually, like, very honorable, and, like, him and Zoro, besides Zoro wanting to surpass him, they don't really have any reason to fight. Like, they're both, like, good people. So, like, I get that some people are like, oh, that doesn't matter, but like for the story, it kind of does. Like they're kind of like with the way the story's going, it's like building to a crescendo. There's clearly like a bunch of like conflicts that are being set up. He's with Crossguild now, so it's possible Crossguild may like ally with fucking Blackbeard or something. Who knows? It's hard to say. But in my opinion, I think it's more likely that someone like eclipses Mihawk, whether it be Shiryu or Seraphim Mihawk when he's like fully grown or something, and they're the ones who, defeat Mihawk, and then Zoro like actually gets revenge for his like fucking mentor, the guy who fucking like taught him the sword or whatever, the guy who showed him what it meant to be the world's strongest swordsman. Like to me, I get that a lot of people don't agree with that. To me, that I find that like to be a bit more compelling. Not because I think, how do I put it? Not because I think that like, how do I put it? Like, I get why people want that like fight between Zoro and Mihawk. I just don't think, ever since they became pupils, I've been like that. There's no way that's going to happen anymore. Like, we just know Mihawk's a good guy. Like, and it's not that you can't have a good guy be an enemy. It's just like at this point, like they are too close. They've trained together. They've obviously fought each other off screen a bunch of times, just to like for training purposes at least. Like, to me, it seems more likely that someone, and Zoro's whole thing is that he wanted to defeat his friend to prove that he's better than Kuina, but Kuina died, and it was an anticlimax. Like, he never got to prove himself in that way. So I foresee there being like a parallel arc where like Zoro wants to prove that he's stronger than Mihawk someday, but will never actually get the full chance to, and will have to fight the person who killed him or defeated him instead. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's fucking anticlimactic, that's bullshit. That's fair. And who knows, maybe what I'm thinking will not happen, and Zoro will, give Mihawk and Zoro a good reason to fight, or at very least, like, just end of the series, they're just like, let's duel, man, yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know, to me that's just not that interesting, like, narratively, and it wouldn't, like, fit with the narrative Oda's been trying to build since, basically, pre-time skip, at least since, like, the Paramount War, so... I get why people might find that anticlimactic. To me, I think that's even more interesting because like, I could see Shiryu being an interesting final villain for Zoro. I could also see a fully like evolved Seraphim Mihawk being like potentially like an even greater obstacle, in a lot of ways, even if it's like, maybe a little bit less personal. But at the same time, we know that Zoro and Mihawk, despite being like having a contentious, mentor-mentee relationship, there is like a little bit of like, it just seems like there's a little bit of love there, like that's how I perceive it anyway. So if you disagree, that's fine. Obviously, maybe Oda disagrees with me. So this is just how I'm reading the story and like how I perceive these relationships and these characters. So you're welcome to disagree. That's just how I feel and where I think that conflict will eventually escalate to. But again, totally fine if you disagree. And I understand where people are coming from if they don't like that direction. But, I that's where I think things are going. And I personally think it could be cool. So, anyway, moving on. Let's see. I don't know how much of a bitch move. Let's see. Kuzan, York. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments. York, the triple agent, and sides with Blackbeard. Zoro will probably just replace Shanks in the Mihawk versus Shanks rivalry. Maybe. Yeah, that could, so you're saying Zoro will become Shanks's, a rival with Shanks, I guess? Oh no, he'll replace Shanks, and Mihawk and him will become rivals. I mean, that could be interesting. I'm not, like, opposed to it necessarily. I think it's, I see Shanks, like, the person that Luffy looks up to, being taken out by Blackbeard before Luffy can, like, truly return the favor to him and give him the hat back, and that creating like a contentious relationship, like a real fucking grudge between Blackbeard and Luffy, like beyond what we currently have, like kind of leading into that final conflict. And for me, I also see a similar thing happening with Zoro, but that's just like what I suspect will happen based on the way these characters have been written up until this point, at least starting from Zoro like training under Mihawk. To me, once he became a mentee to Mihawk, it was like, he's not going to be his final villain, like there needs to be some bad blood. There needs to be some fucking drama, that's how you tell a good story. So at least that's how I feel. Thematically, it makes more sense for Zoro surpassing Mihawk during the journey and his adventure that Mihawk just deems him stronger and refuses to fight him. Yeah, I mean, that's fine as well, you know, but I just feel like Zoro does need that final opponent, and I think that comes from someone else defeating Mihawk. Even, like, it could either be Shiryu doing it sort of like maybe in an underhanded way, and Zoro being like, fuck you, you know, for being a fucking underhanded, not honorable bitch like my sensei. Or it could be Seraphim Mihawk, who's just like a fucking, you know, basically Mihawk, but better. Except, you know, with more, not quite as strong as Mihawk now, but has more potential to become stronger than Mihawk as he's still a growing boy, you know? So either way, I could see either of those being Zoro, either of those two being Zoro's, like, final opponent. And he, now having a similar relationship like Luffy has with Shanks, like Zoro, I see Zoro and Mihawk's relationship not quite the same. It's a bit more edgy, you know, they're a bit more edgy characters than Shanks and Luffy, but I see that relationship between Zoro and Mihawk as a similar relationship where Zoro strives to surpass Mihawk just as Luffy strives to surpass Shanks, but it's like, it's a little bit more contentious, like they're a little bit more like punty to each other, you know, which is cool, like they're fucking edgy, they're fucking Sasuke, you know? Except not quite that edgy, but you know what I'm saying. Like, there's some contention between those two, and it leads for, like, it makes for, like, a good, like, love-hate relationship, and if someone else gets to Mihawk before Zoro does, he's gonna be fucking pissed, you know, and it's gonna create fucking drama, and it's gonna be good. And that's the main-ish thing, that's the main reason why I don't see Zoro and Mihawk just having, like, their final duel as, like, a lot of people suspect they will have since fucking Barati, and it's because, like, at this point, like, they do just have, like, a decent relationship based on what we know. Like, they, you know, he fucking trained him for 2 years, you know? There's respect and admiration between the two of them, even if they do, like, you know, butt heads, you know? To me, it would just be like, it would be like if, you know, it'd be like if Shanks fought fucking, not Shanks, it'd be like if, Zeph was Sanji's final opponent, you know? It's too... like, to me, that just doesn't fit. It's more likely, and in my opinion, more dramatically effective if someone else, you know, kills the mentor character, like we expect will happen with Shanks and Blackbeard, or Blackbeard killing Shanks, and then that leading into the final conflict, and there being, like, drama and stakes and, like, narrative weight and, like, the good shit we look for in stories, you know, like, real, like, fucking, like, you know, grit and, like, tension and shit, you know, that's what I'm talking about. So that's kind of what I expect us to see. Obviously, Oda might do something different, you know, I've been wrong before, so let us not forget Robo Sabo. So, you know, my word is not law, although I am a genius. So, okay. Let's continue. Okay, so we're moving away. Blackbeard's on his way in, or someone from Blackbeard's crew is on their way in. That's fucking wild. Okay, so back to the Shanks fight. Warland, Elbaf, New World. Why are the kid pirates splashing about here? These guys are like, huh? Have you come for our beloved chief? So we got fucking Kappa Frogman. I won't ribbit myself again. Okay, you're not going to see him, so just hop off. Trust the captain to get tongue-tied. Captain of the Puddle Pirates. This guy peed himself. That's why he's called the Puddle Pirates. I like these designs. We got the fucking Frogman. Captain of the Puddle Pirates, Padded Toe Gerotini, whatever. Speaks the tooth. Fugar Mogo. Pop, his teeth pop out. Gramps, your dentures. So these guys are all gonna die to Kid, probably. Head of the Social Club Pirates, Grave Tooth Fugar. You icky pleb, I hate your guts. Wow, you're so bold, princess. And this is such an adorable design. I love this design. Looking like a fucking, like, cute Betty Boop type of character with the big eyes and the big curly hair and, like, the funny hat. Oh, that's a great design. I love that. That's so good. She's so great. I love that. Princess of the Bourgeoisie Pirates, Panicky Paruru. Doesn't Paruru mean something? Maybe I'm not thinking of the right thing. I'm not a Japan man, but I've heard Paruru before, I think. Though not a Japanese man myself. What the hell are these jokers? Wait, what the hell? Are these jokers really with red hair? So Shanks is just fucking moving in. All these fucking affiliate crews are, you know, coming up on him. And they're about to just, like, punch their way through, I guess. This is supposed to be the new world, isn't it? They've got some big names with them. Don't lower your guard. Don't worry, I never pull my punches. Tell them to retreat. So that's what Shanks is saying. What are you saying, Chief? We won't let them lay a finger on you. Oh, we won't let them lay a finger on you. I appreciate the sentiment, but I want all ships to fall back. You're already... Okay, so he's telling everyone else to get to fucking fall back. That's interesting. I guess he knows that fucking Kid would just kill all these guys. I mean, I would like to see Kid just kill all these guys. Like, that's what I want to see. I'm back, Pootie Pie. Thanks, Swag Drill Break. I appreciate you. Yes, bro fist for you. There you go. You already heading off, Chief? We only just met up. So these guys are looking funky. We got Pigman. We got fucking goth chick with the funny hat. We got Big Beardo Cry Boy. We got Mustachio. We got cute girl with rose in her hair and the fucking funny robot man and all these weirdos. I mean, the Shanks crew is looking pretty stacked right now. This is a big fleet that is coming up on my boy Kid over here. And, like, he's got the giants, you know, he's got the fucking... So, okay, so someone brought this up after the chapter where we got reintroduced to Dorian Brogy, who, for anyone who forgot, they'd been fighting for 102 years, and someone rightfully asked, what made them stop their fight? Did somebody win? Because it was a duel to the death, wasn't it? So, like, that's a bit odd. Maybe they just put it on hold, but, like, why? What was so important that they didn't stop for 100 years, but they stopped specifically after 102 years to come and, like, help Shanks with something or something? I don't know. Like, that's the confusing part. That, like, I'm not, like, I guess they're with, Omoy and Kashi now, who said they were going to go find them. But, like, shouldn't they all have just been hanging out on Little Garden? Like, it is kind of surprising that they're just, like, they just came back to Elbath for some reason, but whatever. I'm not going to, like, harp on it too much, but someone did point it out a while back after the last chapter where we saw these guys, and I was like, you know, that's a good point. Like, there is no good reason for that. Phoenix, JRXX8, or Jerks? Phoenix Jerks 8. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that, but how you doing, bro? It's only 100, ended after Luffy met them. No, they kept fighting after that. We literally saw them fighting in a cover story, the 500 million man arc after Dressrosa. They were still fighting. That's 102, maybe more, years later after their duel began. They did not stop fighting after Little Garden. They kept fighting, even though they destroyed their weapons, they kept punching each other in the face. So no, that's not correct. They were still fighting up until at least like 2 months ago. Literally 2 months ago, you know, at the most. Because the New World has been like maybe 4 months tops, maybe a little bit longer than that, but roughly no more than like 3 or 4 months, at most. So, yeah, no, this is, that's some bullshit. That's not true. So, yeah, there's no excuse. I really don't know why they're here right now. Hopefully that gets explained. Hopefully Oda doesn't just, like, fucking gloss over that and pretend that we don't notice, because that's some hackta, if so. But I'm giving him some time to explain, but yeah, he needs an explanation. What are you saying, Chief? Okay, so we already read that. I was just stopping by, but I lost track of time, says Shanks, and this big shot showed up, so now I've got to deal with him. Get those ships to move and open a path. The real reason you have to deal with him is because the fleet's notoriously weak. Wait, what? The fleet is notoriously weak? So he allies himself with a bunch of weakling pirates. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. Duh! You're not supposed to say that out loud. So wait, is he like allied with like fucking Foxy or something? That'd be kind of interesting. A bunch of us wouldn't have lived this long if it weren't for your flag's protection. That's so interesting. So like, I guess these guys are running out to fight Kid. And he says, and Killer's like, yo, these guys got some big names. Apparently Killer's just smoking that crack pipe because these guys don't got big names. I guess maybe their names are big, but they're not strong. Like, kind of like Buggy, I guess. A bunch of Buggies over here. It's funny that, so I guess that's interesting, because Shanks was also, like, kind of took Buggy under his wing a little bit. And now we're seeing how Shanks deals with, like, basically, like, everyone is a Buggy to him. He's just like, I will befriend you and be cool with you regardless of whether you're strong or not. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. A bunch of us, that's an interesting dynamic. That does make Shanks more interesting. But it still makes him kind of a bit of like a fucking bleeding heart Gary Stu type of guy. I do want to see, we need more than that. We need more than that. A bunch of us wouldn't have lived this long if it weren't for your flag's protection. The only enemy you need to worry about is Father Time, Granny Ori. What? Who's Granny Ori? Well, whatever. I guess this old lady right here? I'm not sure. I mean, she looks cool. She has a cool design, whoever this old broad is. Ho ho ho! Well, aren't you cheeky? I guess that is Granny Ori. Don't sweat it, Chief. We can handle this. You shouldn't underestimate the growth of these youngsters, says Shanks. His head's worth $3 billion after all. Still, has he had enough time to heal since he was in Wano? He looks lively enough, and he seems up for a fight, says Yasopp, the deadbeat dad himself. Basically, the Shanks crew is just the deadbeat dad crew. That's their fucking character. That's the common denominator here. A bunch of fucking deadbeat dads, you know, who don't care about their children going off on adventures. Guess it's fine then. Any news on Blackbeard? Nope. Last we heard, he left Pirate Island. I was sure he was going to show his face in Wano. Oh, interesting. So was that why Shanks was, like, near Wano? He was, like, expecting Blackbeard to show up and, like, was there to, like, repel him? We've got some info on Captain Kidd, though. Okay. So he's from the South Blue. So interesting. We know that Shanks has never met Kidd, but we do have reason to believe from that other chapter. What was it? Chapter. Oh, whoops. Here, I'm gonna open the last chapter that these guys showed up in, real quick. So let's see. View all chapters. It was chapter what? 1072. Let's see. Was it chapter 1072? No, it was after that. It was the chapter where we first saw Shanks again, and he was about to fight. What's his name? You guys know who I'm talking about, right? No, it wasn't this one either. Okay, it must have been the next one. Next, yeah, it was the next one. Okay, yeah, this has got to be the one. Yeah, so this is the one, and, like, back here, I think we saw that, like, so, specifically, Kidd says, they're allies of the red-haired pirates. Every one of them seems like a big shot, and they're all sworn to the Emperor. Last time it was completely one-sided. They took your arm before we even got a glimpse of Red Hair himself, which is, like, a common theme among the Yonko. Like, every time we meet, you know, basically before, you know, when Luffy got to Whole Cake Island, I think Brûlé was the one who said, like, you know, Captain Kidd, fucking Scratchman, Apu, you know, Beige, and, like, Uroge, none of them even, like, they all got repelled without even getting a glimpse of Mama herself, you know? And, like, that's just, like, a running theme with these guys. Like, you know, the Yonko crew are so strong, and their allies are so strong that, like, you'll probably won't even be able to, like, get to the Emperor. You know, you'll get fucked up before you even get there. So we know that that's what happened with Kidd. He didn't actually fight Red Hair himself. So, going back up here, though, we see that, like, the enemy's gonna... So, we have, like, this is where they're talking about confronting Captain Kidd. Guess I lost track of time, catching up with everyone, and then... what's his name? Beckman, Rue, and Yasopp are over here, and he's like, the enemy's gonna be pissed at you for keeping them waiting. Gahaha. You can't talk, Beck. Do you really think he's the only one they're mad at? So, the fact that Lucky Rue says this has a lot of people suspecting, and I kind of agree with this, that, my man, what's his name over here? Beckman, was the one who shot off Captain Kidd's arm on his first visit to Shanks' territory. Honestly, that would be pretty cool. Like, that would be like I don't know if he shot it off or if he fucking whacked it off with his fucking, because he likes to hit people with his fucking gun like it's a club. Who knows what he did, but it seems likely that Beck was maybe responsible for that. Obviously, we'll find out soon enough, but for a while I thought it was Shanks himself, but it could be Beck. Also, notably, I know we just had the fucking film Red, right? And, like, we know that Uta, whether she's a canon character or not, is Shanks' like, daughter or whatever. I'm not sure if it's an adopted daughter or a blood daughter or whatever. But notably, Shanks and Kid are like the only two characters in the series that I can remember right now that have red hair. So I've always thought, what if fucking Kid was Shanks' like actual son? And that's why he's so pissed. It's like, it really is the deadbeat dad pirates, where like Shanks left his actual son like to be a shitty orphan, went on a fucking journey around the world, and basically adopted a bunch of like other people, similar to like the way Whitebeard did. Even like Luffy kind of sees him as like sort of like a role model and like a bit of a father figure, and like that would actually create like some interesting drama between Luffy and Kid, where Kid's like, you know, you fucking like entrusted everything to this kid, but I was your real son. What the fuck, man? Like kind of like what you know, similar to like the kind of like Ace being Roger's son dynamic, but Luffy kind of actually inheriting Roger's will. So it would be, I think that could be interesting. I'm not necessarily saying that's, you know, gonna happen, but I could see it. I could see it. Phoenix says, Law commented on Yonko during Punk Hazard to Luffy. Adopted. Sour Lemon says adopted. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yes, she was adopted. Uta was adopted, I think. Any news on Blackbeard? We've got some info on Captain Kidd. Okay, so he's from the South Blue. He sure did a lot of rampaging to make it this far. So Shanks, so fucking, my boy Captain Kidd is prepping for battle. How many ships are there now? 9, and there's plenty of faces I recognize from the bounty posters on them. I don't give a damn who we're up against. I'll blast them down to the ocean's floor in 10 seconds flat. And he's going, oh shit. Yo, Kid coming in hot with his like strongest attack right off the bat. Coming out with the fucking, what's it called? The fucking, railgun. You know, his coolest attack in Wano. Eat this, damned punk! Fucking creates the fucking railgun and just starts blowing ships to smithereens over here. Wow, that's awesome. Whoa, what the hell is that? Some sort of massive cannon? I mean, that looks sick as fuck. It is such a fucking cool, like, cyberpunk, or not even cyberpunk, but like, kind of like, not even steampunk, it's like fucking, like, metal punk. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Some sort of massive cannon? Is it me, or are we getting pulled in? So the ships are getting, like, magnetized towards Kid. I mean, this is actually kind of fucking cool. This is actually sick as shit. Screech. So Screech and fucking Shanks is, like, sweating bullets over here. Seeing that Kid's kind of no joke, actually. This is bad. What's going on, Chief? Get all the ships to move aside now. Dory, Brogy, get in position. It's about time. So these guys are about to do their fucking, you know, Elbaf spear like they did on that giant fish and fucking blow Kid's ship away. Wah! So everyone's getting fucked. Oh, so no. Oh, is Shanks seeing the future? So Shanks is seeing what would happen if Kid was able to fucking, like, basically just start firing. He's about to do some serious damage. Sounds like you're seeing a hell of a future. So Shanks has future sight. That's interesting. Swag Drill Break says Pirate Punk? Oh yeah, definitely Pirate Punk. Pretty sick design. So Shanks is seeing the future, which is why he freaked out. He's like, oh fuck, this is bad. He's about to do some serious damage. That's pretty sick. Sounds like you've seen a hell of a future. Yeah, so everyone's as expected. What? So Shanks just jumps. Just fucking zooms on over to Kid. Basically, it's right on top of him. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this time... So that's interesting. So that shows that Kid is actually formidable now. Because, like, you know, before, he wasn't even able to get anywhere near Shanks. But now Shanks is, like, sweating bullets. And is like, dude, this guy's about to, like, sink our whole fucking fleet with this attack. We better fucking do... Like, I'm gonna have to deal with this personally right the fuck now. What? Red hair? So Shanks... fucking blitzing his ass. I mean, honestly, Kid should have been prepared for this. You know, you're about to fucking blow shit up. You should have been like, you should just aim the gun at fucking Shanks and fire away, man. What? Red hair? Divine Departure. Well, that's Roger's move. That's the move Roger used against Odin. Shit, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. No, no, Kid, you fucking fool. Why did you job? No, Divine Departure. I mean, that move didn't, like, take out Odin in one attack. I mean, that's cool. It's a cool attack. It's a Roger attack, so that's pretty cool. So Divine Departure hits him with the fucking sword swipe. The Conqueror's Hockey. Kid, everyone else fucking starting to faint. Cuts the fucking gun in half. Might have cut Kid in half. Might have cut the ship in half. Absolutely fuck shit up. So fucking one hit. Oh god, Kid. Come on, bro. Oh, how you gonna do my boy Kid like that, Oda? Come on, man. Oh, I guess he never really stood a chance. Poor baby. poor Kid. Come on. Please tell me he's not like fucking dead. I mean, he cut the fucking railgun in half, which is cool. But it looks like he might have just cut Kid down in half as well, so who knows. Boom! So fucking maybe that's the explosion from Kid's fucking ray gun or whatever, or railgun or whatever. So Kid's fucking bleeding and fucking passing out, getting blasted away. The ship's all fucked up already. Gya! Captain! What? Everyone's getting blown away by the fucking Conqueror's Hockey blast. Ka-chink! So fucking Shanks sheathes his sword. One shot. Oh, come on, Kid. You gotta do better than that. You gotta at least, like, fuck him up a little bit. You and Law beat an Emperor, man. You gotta fucking do something. Hit him with an assign and drag him into the ocean or something. You gotta do something, dude. Come on. Ka-chink, tap, tap. So Shanks looking pretty badass. That was pretty impressive. Fucking blitzed his ass. So wait, what happened to Killer? Killer's got fucked up too? I guess everyone got fucked up. Even Killer got caught in it. He was trying to help. So I guess Killer was trying to, like, maybe help intercept the attack, but he got fucking blasted. The captain's not moving. Is he going to die? Red Hair, we surrender. Please have mercy. Don't kill our captain. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck you guys. You pieces of shit. Just giving away the goat. Oh, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. I mean, Kid was able to fight Big Mom. And Shanks just mollywopped his ass. I mean, Shanks did look pretty spooked when Kid was about to fire his fucking blaster. Like, he looked spooked, and he moved quickly, so, you know, he like, Big Mom, you could maybe argue, like, didn't take Kid quite as seriously from the start, but, like, I don't know, man. One shot, though? Come on, dude. Here, take them, our load poneglyphs. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Hey, Chief, over here. Fwish. Huh? Wait, something's happened on the island. Oh, fuck, they're about to hit them with the Eldaf spear and... Oh, no. Hey, little people. Yeah. If you're gonna point a cannon at someone's home, you better be ready for when they fire back. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. This is... No, Kid. Kid and the boys got fucking wrecked, dude. Oh, no. Oh, man. That is embarrassing. I mean, like, I get it. He was up against the GOAT. And, like, now we've seen Shanks is the fucking GOAT. Like, we get it now. We know that, you know, Dory and Brogy are the GOATs. Wow. Hakaku sovereignty! And they fucking slice the Kid pirate ship in half. Wow. Damn. Kid fucking jobbed, and he jobbed fucking hard, bro. I mean, Law did better against Blackbeard than Kid did against Shanks. And, like, significantly better. Damn it, Oda! Come on! Why you gotta disrespect my boy like that? Come on. Kid bros! We're in shambles, Kid bros. Oh no. Oh baby. Oh no. Oh no. Man. Kid and his whole crew got their fucking cheeks clapped so hard. That is embarrassing, dude. Wow. Wow. I mean, like, look, Kid and Law took on a Yonko together, and, like, Kid got took, punches to the face from Big Mom. He took Big Mom's Hokaku sovereignty himself, like, he took that attack. So I just did not expect him to get, like, literally one shot by Shanks. I expected him to at least, like, be conscious, at least. Like, even if he got, like, knocked back and couldn't, like, really continue to fight, I expected him to, like, try to pull something. But nah, dude. Dude just got fucked. And his whole crew got fucked. Wow. Oh, that's just sad, bro. That's just sad. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see what y'all are saying about this. Oh, man. I hate to see it, man. I was rooting for the underdog here, but I guess this builds up Shanks. He's a real boy. He's a real strong lad. I was just really hoping for more with Kid, I think. That's the main thing. Like, I expected Kid to lose this encounter. I was hoping that he would surprise me. I was hoping that, at the very least, he would go down in an impressive way, and he kinda almost did. Like, he was gonna, like, bust up their fleet pretty bad. He was gonna take out a whole lot of them. And kill a lot of people. And Shanks protected them, which is cool. But, like, God, did he have to do my man Kid like that? Damn. One shot. One shot, one kill, and he just gives up, and this crew cries and gives up the goat. And I get it. They're thinking of his best, and Killer just hit by the recoil, bro. Come on, dude. Oh, man, that sucks. I mean, it is cool, but it does, like, I was really hoping for more from these guys, just than to get, like, absolutely bodied. I mean, I'm sure they're not dead, but, like, what are they gonna do now? Like, just hide? I'm sure Kid'll do something. Like, I'm sure he's not just dead, but... Man, he's just, that's a rough one. I mean, maybe he'll come back and, like, similar to how Luffy got one shot by Kaido, Kid'll come back and, like, he'll have a training arc and, like, we'll learn his, like, fucking Conqueror's coding or whatever that Luffy learned and be able to split the sky with Shanks. Kid bros, I'm never gonna stop coping. It's not over till it's over, bros. Alright. What are y'all saying about this? Oh my god, did you just confirm Odin is better than Kid? I mean, kinda. Odin actually survived getting hit by, he was still conscious after getting hit by a fucking, divine departure, so that, honestly, possible. Such a beautiful spread, too. Last good one was a Gum Giant. Yeah, I mean, this looks great. Like, the ship getting split in half by Dory and Brogy is sick. That's sick as fuck. And, like, Kid also getting bodied... It's a good panel. Like, this is cool. Like, it shows that, like, the fact that fucking Shanks dealt with it himself, like, attacked himself, and was like, everyone else pull back, like, you're all gonna get fucked. Shows that, like, he respects Kid's power, but, like, he went, like, just as Kid was about to go all out from the start, using, like, literally his strongest attack, Shanks was like, I'm also gonna start off with, like, my strongest attack that my captain, taught me. And it's going to be based. And it was based. It was pretty cool. Like, I do have some respect for Shanks now. He's not just all talk. But, man, I just feel for Kid, dude. It sucks. It's just bad luck, man. Hopefully you come back stronger. The kid pirate crew, when they get down, they get up again. And they never let anything take them down. So we'll see. Maybe they'll survive this. Who knows? Who knows, man? Oh, man. So, Phoenix JRXX8 says, Kid couldn't even pull the trigger. I know, bro. Kid forever cucked. I swear to God. Kid forever cucked. Kid Pirates got Kuma'd. Ursa's shocked to Straw Hats. Yeah, pretty much. That's a pretty apt comparison, to be honest. Useless Captain Mid says Nerd McGirt. Yeah. I mean, it's just sad, man. I wish Kid had at least, like, kind of come conscious, return to consciousness long enough to, like, stop his crewmates from handing over the road ponticles and be like, you fucking cowards, like, don't you ever give up, like, I don't care if I fall, don't you ever give up, and then someone being like, yo, look over the giants over there, or something, like, that would have showed at least kids, like, resilient spirit, you know? But yeah, dude, the guy took, like, so many attacks from Big Mom, like, head on, and, like, I guess this just shows that Shanks is, like, that much stronger than Big Mom, I guess, like, that's the confusing part to me. I guess that's just how it is, though, like, I guess... Like, what else am I meant to... I mean, like, I'm not trying to power scale too hard here, but, like, what else am I meant to take from that? Kid was able to, like, actually put up a fight with Big Mom and, you know, and Kaido to some degree. But, like, you know, like, he was actually, like, effective against her. But he just got fucking wasted here. Like, absolutely wasted. And he could, like, dodge Big Mom's attacks, too. So, you know, her strong, like, you know, electric lady or whatever attack was. Like, the mother attack, whatever. Oh man, it's rough out there if you're a kid fan. Oda is not taking it easy on us, man. Oh, it's rough out there. Phoenix says, looks like Kid received a spanking to his father. Yeah. By his father, yeah. Shanks is Kid's father, and he spanked him hard this chapter, that's for sure. So my chapter title was pretty apt, I guess. I was right. Kid gets shanked. I don't know what you're reading on, but there's a meme in the comments. I'm DMing it to you. LOL. Oh, let me check it out, Ishmael. You're DMing it to me? I don't see the DM, but I'll check for it later. Kid's look of shock is so funny. Feeling bad for Kid Bros. Kid Bros, it's not a good day. It's not a good day for us. I'm sorry, bros. But hopefully, Kid is a resilient motherfucker, and his crew is also resilient. They got fucked up by Kaido. This is only the latest in guys to fuck them up. But they are notorious. They're like fucking cockroaches. They won't stay down. Hopefully, they will live to fight another day. All right, on this day in the New World by Elbaf, the Kid Pirates crew, led by useless Captain Mid, a man worth 3 billion, was completely eradicated. So that's okay. Okay. Wow. Fuck. Divine departure, a Roger technique, and just immediately fucked his shit up. No holds barred. Bodied him before he could even do anything. And then cut his ship in half. Wow, dude. And it says that they were completely eradicated. So that's ominous. Because I was thinking, these guys are going to survive. But now I'm like, I'm not so sure. I'm going to look for that DM. Let's see it. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I see it. I see you, bro. Okay. Wait, let me actually... Maybe I can pull it up on Discord. Let's see. Discord. Let's see. I'll pull it up for everybody, so everyone can enjoy the funny meme. Save image. Let's open link, I think. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look. You have visitors. How sweet. Who came? Oh, it's the fucking guys carrying the coffin. Good shit, Ishmael. I like the meme. Damn. Someone call an ambulance, but not for me, said Shanks before killing this man. Ah, bro, that's sad. Will Kid make a triumphant return and defeat his dad? Who knows, bros? Who knows? Let's check out some of the memes in the comments. Kid rip dad. I wonder what Luffy's up to. Kid's just crying. Take me instead, Kid. Did I win? Oh yeah, you know what? That's what we needed. We needed fucking Killer's what happened moment, but instead we just got these guys giving up the fucking road Poneglyph, and I guess they have 3. Wow, they have 3 road poneglyphs, and Kid just basically Shanks should have pretty much all of them now, I think, because presumably Elbaf has one. So, goddamn, that's a rough one. That's a rough one for sure. Phoenix says, I felt so bad to Kid's ship's Cleboterman. SBS said it's named after Kid's girl. Oh yeah. Well, rip to that bitch and rip to that ship. That's rough, man. That's rough. Well, anyway, guys, what's gonna happen next time? I don't fucking know. Kid's dead, apparently. Crew is completely eradicated. Will Kid come back and do something cool when they get to Elbaf? Maybe, like similar to how Luffy and the crew found Bonnie in the ocean, being swallowed by like that shark or whatever. Maybe they'll find Kid floating on a piece of floaty wood from early One Piece fame, and maybe the Straw Hats will rescue him, and he'll have a fucking a chance to redeem himself. let's hope so, Kid Bros. Fingers crossed. We're huffing that Kid copium right now, hoping that he'll survive to fight another day. Shanks wasn't kidding around. No, he was not. Wow. Damn. Shanks destroyed Kid's girlfriend. Right in front of him, too. Right in front of him. Tag team with the Giants. Damn, that's rough, bros. That's rough. Well, that's the chapter. It was, honestly, really good. I feel bad for Kid, man. I don't know what else to say. But to be fair, going back to the Elbaf stuff, I am really excited now that Blackbeard's getting involved. Like that's hype. That's hype as fuck. Who knows if it's Blackbeard himself or Aokiji or who it is, but like some shit is about to go down on Egghead. And like this arc has been so interesting because we've been cutting away to so many different cool things. And it's just cool, and like Oda's doing a really good job of like building up like things like events that are happening elsewhere, and like other figures in the world and the lore, and like the crews are doing cool shit. And yeah, man, it's a good time to be a One Piece fan. That's all I can say. Not a good time to be a Kid fan, but a good time to be a One Piece fan. That's for sure. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure on the high seas for this episode of ChipZ Ahoy. And, wait, is there a chapter next week? Break next week. Okay, you know what? Kid could use a break, and I could use a break as well. So, I'll see you guys some other time. Probably going to be streaming sometime this weekend, but we'll see what happens. Still a little bit up in the air, because I'm, like I said, I'm in class all week. So, but there's definitely going to be stuff coming up on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that if you're not following me there. The links are kind of like on my main channel or whatever. But yeah, guys, this is a fun one. I'm looking forward to discussing this more with you guys in Discord and whatnot. But yeah, good times, except for Kid. Good times, except for Kid. Rest in peace, Kid Bros. Rest in peace, Kid Pirates. And hopefully you'll live to fight another day. Sayonara, guys. Have a good one.